and Now biscuits.
Home for World War II remains open. Oil palm policy to empower landowners. And NCD launches closed-circuit television.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. The Aviation Heritage Center was officially opened yesterday at the National Museum and Art Gallery in Port Moresby.
This is a new facility funded by the Royal Australian Air Force. The Aviation Heritage Centre becomes the permanent home for the museum's World War II era Douglas A-20 Havoc bomber alongside the historic Papua New Guinea aircraft and the Royal Australian Air Force Wirraway aircraft.
The story of the Aviation Heritage Centre we opened today starts with the aircraft inside it. The Douglas A-20 Havoc bomber, nicknamed the Helen Pelican II. This aircraft belonged to the United States Army Air Force, and during the Second World War it saw service here in the skies above Papua New Guinea. It belonged to the 388th Bomber Squadron before it crash landed in the Madang province 81 years ago after finding itself in the firing line of the formidable Japanese Zero.
Representing the Prime Minister was the Minister for Finance, Thomas Opa. Minister Opa reflected on the many achievements and projects that Papua New Guinea has accomplished through the partnership with the Australian government.
In 1974, the Australian government made available to Papua New Guinea a grant of 5 million Australian dollar to assist the cultural development program. Many of these things that we see the legacy of the Australian government left behind for PNG during our independence journey. This grant was used to develop the following institutions: the National Museum and Art Gallery to serve as an instrument for preserving and presenting the history and culture of our people, and to teach our young emerging generation.
The facility will play an important role of research in the history of the country.
The Institute of PNG Studies to provide support in research and recording of traditional cultural heritage, and smaller regional museums and cultural centers.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
During the opening of the Aviation Heritage Center yesterday, Air Marshal Stephen Chappell shared the journey of the Douglas A-20 Havoc bomber, which crash-landed 81 years ago in Madang province.
The aircraft Douglas A-20 belonged to the United States Army Air Force. At the time of the Second World War, the aircraft was used here in Papua New Guinea. The aircraft crash-landed after it was caught in the firing line of the Japanese.
Given the terrain, it was difficult to move. It was too heavy to lift as a single unit, so the engines were removed separately. In 1984, a Chinook helicopter from the Royal Australian Air Force lifted the airframe and then came back and lifted the two engines back here to Port Moresby.
The Royal Australian Air Force took the responsibility to restore the aircraft and funded the Heritage Centre.
Then in 1996, the aircraft was formally handed back to Papua New Guinea, but stayed in Australia until its home was ready.
Air Marshal Chappell explained the Aviation Heritage Centre is a gift to the people of Papua New Guinea. He said it depicts the close friendship of Papua New Guinea and Australia.
Please know it is also important to us. Papua New Guinea and your people hold a special place in our hearts and in our history. We consider you much more than just our closest neighbour. We consider you a good friend and trusted partner. Our landmark defence treaty, once signed, will further elevate our partnership.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
As the country prepares to celebrate 50 years of independence, member of the Board of Trustees, Terence Moka, reflected on the National Museum and Art Gallery as one of the world's most culturally diverse museums.
The National Museum and Art Gallery is 48 years old, established 2 years after the country gained its independence. President for Board of Trustees Terence Awa Moka highlighted it was established through the foresights of the founding father.
This museum stands as a living testament to our national identity. The National Museum and Art Gallery was conceived through the foresights of our founding father and the first Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, the late great Grand Chief Sir Michael Thomas Somare.
The National Museum and Art Gallery carries a special contribution to the journey of the nation.
Who recognize that our rich culture and traditions are the very foundation of the existence of the Papua New Guinea people. And it deserves protection and preservation for generations to come.
It served many purposes both in the international space and within the country.
The National Museum and Art Gallery served the world and our people for 48 years. So I would like to take this time to pay my tribute to those who came before us, to those who laid the foundation of this museum, whose leadership and vision shaped this institution in its last 50 years.
Mr. Moka stated the National Museum is the pride of Papua New Guinea.
The National Museum and Art Gallery is more than a building. It is one of Papua New Guinea's true national treasures. A guardian of our history, a guardian of our traditions, and our identity as a people, as a nation.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Yesterday marked the official launch of Papua New Guinea's national oil palm policy, a key milestone aimed at boosting the country's oil palm industry under more sustainable and inclusive frameworks.
The policy driven by the Oil Palm Industry Corporation seeks to triple production, increase landowner participation, and promote environmental stewardship to ensure long-term growth and economic benefits. At the launch, OPIC General Secretary Captain Pupita highlighted that the policy is not only about regulation but empowering landowners, smallholders and investors with greater equity and transparency in the oil palm sector.
50 years our country has operated in a policy vacuum, and yet through the determination of smallholders, it has held strong. This resilience is a story of triumph and partnership. And today we proudly say that the palm oil industry has walked side by side with Papua New Guinea in its independence journey. The policy will now set the foundation for a legislative and regulatory framework that will strengthen governance, attract further investment, and most importantly, expand the smallholder business, both for the private sector and our smallholder participation.
CPOPC Secretary General Madam Izana Saleh also spoke on the occasion, voicing strong support for Papua New Guinea's policy initiative and its alignment with global sustainable palm oil practices. Madam Izana affirmed that PNG's membership in CPOPC will provide access to shared expertise, helping the country grow its oil palm industry sustainably while increasing its influence in international markets.
Papua New Guinea is not only a pioneer in oil palm development in the Pacific, but it is also a treasured and respected member of the Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries. Your voice, your leadership, and also your experience will give strength to our collective mission, which is to ensure that producing countries such as ours and our smallholders are given the recognition, fairness, as well as respect in the global marketplace.
Speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister James Marape during the event, Finance Minister Thomas Opa assured the government's support.
This policy is not only a milestone for the oil palm industry, it is a strategic achievement for the national government. For nearly 50 years, the palm oil sector has grown without a clear policy framework. Today, under the leadership of Prime Minister James Marape, under the Marape-Rosso government, that gap is now closed. It is not just a mere policy plan. It is a culmination of many years of hard work, research, planning, and execution from the wonderful team that leads the OPIC to realize these policy loans.
Jonathan Sibona, National MTV News.
The National Capital District Commission launched the closed-circuit television command and control center today in Port Moresby.
The project was made possible through the support of Prime Minister James Marape with a funding of 15 million kina out from the 20 million kina committed.
God bless each and everyone. Thank you for the hand.
Prime Minister Marape was present at the launching along with Police Commissioner David Manning, Assistant Commissioner of Police Benjamin Turi, Metropolitan Superintendent Warwick Simatab, and other senior leaders. City Manager Rabu Frank said the project is about restoring confidence for people to move around.
This initiative is about more than cameras on poles. It is creating the backbone of a modern surveillance and rapid response system, one that will help us prevent crime, manage traffic, and respond swiftly when incidents occur.
Commissioner Manning remarked the CCTV program will add value for Port Moresby residents to call it home.
It's not turning our capital city into a police state, but we host the seat of business. We host the seat of the justice system. We host the seat of the executive and legislative arms of government. It is needed, it is required.
Governor Powes Pakop in his address thanked the Prime Minister for his commitment to enabling the project.
But equally, Prime Minister, you did not just make that commitment or pronouncement, you also made a commitment of 20 million to put words into action. And today I'm very, very pleased and I'm grateful that you did not just make that pronouncement, but you made the money available.
PM Marape stated Port Moresby belongs to those who want to live peacefully with each other. The CCTV program is a tool to capture those who are committing crimes in the city.
We need to organize our living so that our people travel and coexist within respect of each other, and using technology to assist police and our provinces and our nation's capital. We want to order living in a manner in which it's accountable. We're able to account for offenses happening. We're able to take retrospective corrective measures and also prevent future lawless activities from happening in our city. And we all enjoy the gift called Papua New Guinea God has given us on our 50th.
Benson Wema, National MTV News.
In a momentous celebration of faith and dedication, the Divine Word Missionaries, also known as SVD, are commemorating 150 years of transformative missionary service. This milestone marks a significant journey that began with the vision of St. Arnold Jansen in 1875.
The SVD currently boasts over 5,700 members, working tirelessly across 79 countries, focusing on spreading love and compassion in some of the world's most challenging regions. Their mission in Papua New Guinea commenced on August 13, 1896, when they arrived in the coastal town of Alexis Haven, Medang Province. Despite facing adversities such as rampant malaria and harsh local conditions, the missionaries preserved and expanded their outreach over the decades. Today, places like Aitape, Wewak, Monumbo, and Bogia have been profoundly impacted, with Alexis Haven being established as the headquarters in 1905. At present, the SVD proudly counts around 31 Papua New Guinean priests and brothers among their ranks, who are actively engaged in missionary work, both locally and internationally. Their initiatives include educational institutions like Divine Word University and the Melanesian Institute, as well as outreach programs focused on social development and parish ministries. As they mark this 150-year legacy, the SVD reflects on the testimonials of those they serve. The real impact of the work goes beyond statistics. It is found in the lives enriched and communities uplifted. Their enduring mission stands as a powerful testament to service and faith. Looking ahead, the SVD is resolutely prepared to confront new challenges and continue its commitment to justice, peace, and love. As they move forward, their dedication to empowering communities and instilling hope remains unwavering. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
You're with National EMTV News. More local stories when we come back. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Telecom is giving its customers nationwide a chance to win 100,000 kina worth of cash prizes. Every week, Telecom will be giving away 500 kina to 10 lucky winners. And our major cash prize of 50,000 kina will be shared to 4 lucky winners from PNG's 4 regions. Plus runner-up consolation prizes for 1,000 participants for data bonus prize. Get your entries to go into the draw to win big. Telecom, great value and PNG owned, sure feels good.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
Number one, super and teams are all semi.
Number one's for everyone on land
and on the sea.
Number one's for everyone.
No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. NCD Governor Paul Sparkop held a press conference today highlighting 3 key areas as the nation's capital prepares for the 50th independence celebrations.
As we are 6 days away from the historical milestone of our country, Governor for NCD Paul Sparkop said this is a special and important time for us to reflect on our journey.
This is a special time for all of us to think about our journey, to think about how we have come
to think about, our ancestors, think about our heritage, think about, where we are at this point of time, and importantly, for the next 50 years.
Although the country has many flaws, Governor Pakop emphasized that this is our story.
We have a lot of flaws, but that's our story. That's our journey. And it can only get better from here on. We can learn from the last 50 years. We can see how we have fared. But the important thing is what happens today and into the future.
Moreover, according to the brief update on the 50th events by the governor, on Friday the 12th September, there will be amazing Port Moresby Unity Parade from Murray Barracks to Ella Beach. And there will also be the launching of the Arts and Music Festival that will continue for 5 days. On the 15th September, there will be a Festival of 1,000 Tribes in Murray Barracks. Equally, on that day, the Festival of One City, One Country will be at Unagi Oval. On September 16, PNG 50th Mass Choir and 50th Formation will gather all youths from Waigani Drive all the way to the Parliament House. Matsup NCD Police Command Warik Simatab said police are ready and assured the public that their safety is guaranteed.
Permanent Police College, our mobile squads, our water police, our bands, our reserves. So leading up to the Jubilee, there will be more than 2,000 police specials on the streets.
Alluding to the upcoming events, University of Papua New Guinea Student Representative Council, President Clinton Maliaba shared the institution's events that will take place. Mr. Maliaba also requested for police personnel to be around the area of the mini independence celebration.
Today until Friday, we have a seminar coming up. It is regional seminars. Today, tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. After that, we have our mini celebrations also, which is the September 16th celebrations at UPNG. And we expect the police to be there also.
Matsup Warik Simatab gave his assurance that police will be on the ground. There will be a combination of activities, both contemporary and cultural, which will bring about 100 cultural groups and performing troops from within and outside the city. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
An emergency road restoration work is underway along the vital Tusulu to Tuzing Road, directly serving the Ward 12 and 13 of Nabak local level government in Morobe province.
This road will connect remote communities to lay markets, schools, churches, and clinics, enabling daily movement and economic resilience. Nawai District CEO Pelgan said the district is committed to restoring access and opportunity for every family along this road. Despite limited funding, emergency works are also continuing across Musom, Lambaib, Kerman, and Bambok, where many soft areas have already been stabilized. Contractor D-Ad movers are executing the work with urgency and precision, ensuring that youth voices and community priorities are reflected in every meter of the progress. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Police Commissioner David Manning has assured the public in Leh that police are working closely with the PNG Defence Force to ensure military personnel allegedly involved in the recent West Taraka incident face the full extent of the law. Commissioner Manning explained that the incident occurred during the weekend, resulting in the death of 2 people and injuring 6 over a personal dispute with West Taraka residents. In an exciting development in the education sector of Chimbu Province, the National Information and Communications Technology Authority launched significant projects aimed at enhancing digital learning in 3 schools in Kundiawa.
The official opening of a fully functional computer lab equipped with Wi-Fi system took place at Mirande, Kundiawa College of Nursing, Late Kondom Agaundo Memorial High School, and Kondiu Secondary School. This initiative promises to provide students with valuable access to internet resources by enriching their learning experience. The event was officiated by the acting Minister for ICT, Peter Siamalili Jr., who emphasized more on the importance of technology in education.
It's a national initiative designed to extend telecommunication and internet services to communities that are otherwise unserved or underserved. Its mandate is rooted in ensuring equitable access to information and communications technology for all Papua New Guineans, regardless of geography.
Minister Siamalili highlighted how NICTA helps to fund projects in remote communities in the country.
Funded through contributions from licensed telecommunication operators, the UAS Fund invests in projects such as Connect School program, which is directly that supports a rural and remote schools with connectivity to infrastructure, devices, and digital education platforms.
He explained the importance of this initiative.
Through this initiative, powered by US Fund, we are now providing students and teachers with access to the internet.
He commended the partnership between the Department of ICT and the Provincial Education Authority. Meanwhile, Provincial Education Advisor Mrs. Kutna Bepwick thanked NICTA for this project as an independent gift to the people of Simbu.
Thank you, NICTA, for giving us this gift to the people of Simbu, to the education learning institutions of Simbu on the eve of our 50th independence anniversary.
Edward Luke, National MTV News, Simbu.
BSP Group has reopened its flagship Port Moresby branch, marking a transformative milestone in its commitment to innovation, inclusion and excellence in banking across PNG and the South Pacific.
Valued at 4 million kina, the newly upgraded branch is not just a renovation, but reinvention. The Port Moresby branch symbolizes BSP's strategic direction towards digital transformation, customer empowerment, and sustainable banking practices. BSP Board Chairman Robert Bradshaw said this upgraded branch is designed to deliver faster, more efficient service, tailored financial solutions, and greater accessibility for all customer segments. Key features of the new Port Moresby branch include dual chambers, concierge app, self-service lobby, education zone, private meeting rooms, and others. BSP Group Chief Executive Officer Mark Robinson said the Port Moresby branch marks a significant milestone in BSP's journey towards redefining banking in PNG and the South Pacific. Pakatambua National MTV News.
The 2025 Tama Festival concluded a 2-day festival under the theme Strengthening Identity Through Culture and Unity. The event was held at Independence Oval in Arawa Town, Central Bougainville.
The festival brought together more than 3,000 attendees, including visitors from South and Central Bougainville and a small number of international tourists. Communities and visitors alike embraced the event. Highlights include the famous Sing Sing Kaur competition, panpipe assembles, the showcasing of the traditional delicacy Tama, arts and crafts, and contemporary music performances. Standout moments were the Kaur chants and dances, women's chant patterns, and youth-led innovations such as the fusion of panpipe harmonies with modern instruments. The event was honored by the presence of the Police Minister, the regional member for Bougainville and patron of the Central Bougainville Tourism Association, Peter Chamalili Jr., who officially closed the festival. Mr. Chamalili said Tama Festival reminds Bougainvillians that their strength as one people lies in their culture and unity. Interim CEO of the Bougainville Arts Culture Tourism Authority, Lorena Rizzi, also said the festival creates a space where artists' skills are showcased and tested, reminding the people of Bougainville of the richness of their culture. Pakatambua National MTV News.
The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres visited Nuku District in West Sepik Province recently. He was accompanied by Prime Minister James Marape. The visit reaffirmed the nation's role in advancing global climate action, biodiversity conservation and sustainable development at the community level.
During the visit, the Secretary General highlighted the Torricelli Range as a critical biodiversity hotspot that embodies both the challenges and opportunities of balancing development with conservation. He also witnessed firsthand the determination of local farmers and communities in adapting to climate change and building sustainable livelihoods despite obstacles. In his address to the people of Nuku, His Excellency Antonio Guterres said the courage and determination of communities here in Papua New Guinea inspires the world. His Excellency reaffirmed the United Nations partnership, ensuring that no one is left behind in the global response to climate change. Prime Minister James Marape echoed these sentiments, stating the government's commitment to empowering rural communities and acknowledging the contributions of the EU's trade program in supporting cocoa and vanilla farmers across the CIPIC region. The Climate Change and Development Authority Acting Managing Director, Deborah Sungi, noted that the Secretary General's presence in Nuku is not only a recognition of Papua New Guinea's leadership in climate action, but also a call to action for all partners to continue investing in climate resilience, green growth, and sustainable futures for the people of Papua New Guinea. The visit also showcased the collective presence and commitment of the wider United Nations family on the ground in Nuku. Their efforts ensured that the UN Secretary General was able to see firsthand the impact of integrated UN support in building resilience at the local level. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund Market Report. The kina closed lower at $0.2397 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2322, $0.3493 Australian dollars, 0.1893 euro, 33.89 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at your close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. You're watching National EMTV News. We'll be back after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Guys, I'm going to lose this not ring. Who's I'm going to see?
Auntie, I'm all I'm Danis. What's a second tour? Me play winning well hip hop dance championship. Now you winning one. Auntie, come to go see. You flower is there. You fit around. You think you passed it. Sparks. It's in me.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of good pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
You're watching National EMTV News. Pacific Island countries were united in advocating for climate justice and ocean resources at the 54th Pacific Island Leaders Meeting in Solomon Islands. Prime Minister James Marape said the region remains both a victim of global climate impacts and a custodian of some of the world's most critical carbon sinks.
Prime Minister James Marape said Pacific Island nations are innocent victims of the travesty of climate change. He said with vast forest and largest ocean, the region is a carbon sink and this plight is under-addressed. Therefore, Pacific Island nations must continue the advocacy for climate justice and advance together. PM Marape welcomed the growing consensus among Pacific leaders to shift the narrative from small island states to big ocean nations, ensuring resources are properly and sustainably invested for the benefit of Pacific people. Marape reaffirmed the unity of Polynesian, Melanesian and Micronesian with Australia and New Zealand in addressing both global challenges and shared opportunities. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, speaking on behalf of the Prime Minister today at the Pacific Leaders Meeting, Minister for Fisheries Jelta Wong called for greater regional cooperation to address critical social issues. Addressing the heads of Council of Regional Organizations in the Pacific, Minister Wong said tangible cooperation will protect Pacific people and their way of life, including strengthening their surveillance and security of maritime borders. He said while collaboration is frequently discussed, it often lacks world implication. The newly appointed residential judge in Anga Province, Justice Graham Ellis, has vowed to restore peace and stability in the province.
Justice Ellis was officially welcomed during a brief ceremony hosted by the Division of Community Services. This occasion was attended by senior public servants, law and justice officials and community leaders. Justice Ellis outlined his priorities, stressing that law and order will only prevail when crimes are swiftly investigated, prosecuted and disposed by the courts. He highlighted three pillars critical to preventing crime, which are offenders must face a high likelihood of being caught and charged by police, cases must have a strong chance of securing convictions and custodial sentences, and matters must be resolved without overdue delay. He set strict timelines indicating that all pending appeals from the district court are to be finalized by the end of this month and all criminal cases disposed of within 12 months. Justice Ellis also appeals to PNG Power Limited to ensure uninterrupted electricity supply, describing it as an essential for the smooth delivery of justice. He further identified social behaviors fueling disorder In Enga, and he condemned the practice of carrying bush knives in town. He urged the Engans to control their alcohol consumption. The judge's written has been welcomed with optimism, with many stakeholders expressing confidence in his proven track record and ability to restore confidence in the rule of law. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Police and residents of Jiwaka province today witnessed the commissioning of 40 new police houses at a cost of 6 million kina.
The houses are funded through the Provincial Support Improvement Program under Law and Justice sector. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Highlands Eastern End Clement Dallas said, this event signifies the partnership and strengthens ties between police, government and the community. ACP Dalla thanked Jiwaka Provincial Government and Administration for addressing police officers' need. Jiwaka Provincial Administrator Rick Cogan acknowledged the Police Minister, Peter Chiamalili Jr. for officiating the launch, and the provincial member Simon Kaiwi's government for funding the houses. Governor Kaiwi said, law and order is everyone's business and need collective efforts and approach. His government is committed to strengthen, improve and support the policing in Jiwaka. Police Minister Peter Chiamalili Jr. thanked the Jiwaka provincial government and its administration for setting a pace for police and law and order in the province and Highlands region. He commended their efforts to prioritize law and order. Chiamalili urged everyone to respect the work of police and urged police officers to take ownership of valuable infrastructure development and assets. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The authentic display of balloons in the heart of Goroka town is becoming one of the biggest tourist attractions.
The famous wall made of balloons at the Yanepa building leading to the Bed of Paradise Coral Sea Hotel is referred to as the Tumbuna Market. It is an attraction for both local and international tourists who want to bring back home a souvenir from Goroka town. The balloons of all sizes, colors and patterns tend to tell a story of an evolving traditional practice. A mother of three and widow Janet Richard from Southern Highlands is among many other women in the Highlands region that has capitalized on her balloon weaving skills in front of Yanepa building to earn an income. She says she was never been to school, but her balloon weaving skills was learned from her mother and she is utilizing it to make money. At this time of the year when the locals are gearing up to participate in the Goroka show and the nation's upcoming 50th independence anniversary, the balloon production is at its peak. Janet Richards says this is the time of the year where they sell more balloons to both visiting international tourists and the locals. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
A total of 22 local level government coordinators for the National Census from Imbongo District are calling on the government and the National Statistical Office to pay their overdue allowances for the service providers and the enumerators.
The Provincial Census Coordinator Donald Rambo said part of the payment was already made to them. However, they are still waiting for the outstanding payments. He said due to prolonged delays, the service providers are now turning against the coordinators, with their families demanding their outstanding payments. Mr. Rambo shared his frustration.
The census or the state minister must come clear on this. We are people who will understand. Tell us what's going on. What's the delay? What's the hold up? Then we can have a clear understanding of what's going on. When the office is silent, when the minister is silent, there's frustration building up.
He calls on the minister responsible to resolve this issue. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
National EMTV News returns after the break with Jiwaka Sports. Stay with us.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is the Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. Cricket Papua New Guinea national women's team, the Lewas, have secured their first East Asia Pacific Women's World Cup qualifiers win over Japan in Fiji today.
The Papua New Guinea Lewas have beaten Japan by 45 runs with a score of 139-45 to claim their first win of the 2025 International Cricket Council sanctioned East Asia Pacific Women's World Cup qualifiers at Albert Park in Suva, Fiji. Batting first, Papua New Guinea posted a competitive 139 in 20 overs. Japan gave chase but were bowled out with 94 runs in 19.5 overs, giving Papua New Guinea their first win of the tournament. It was a comfortable win for the PNG girls, who are aiming to top the competition to make the World Cup. The standout and the player of the match is Konia Oala, who made 50 runs to help her side secure the upper hand as they prepare for 2 more games ahead. Lewas will face Philippines tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. and Samoa this Friday to complete their regular rounds of the competition before the final fixtures commences over the weekend. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Truka Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Share the love with Gala Ice Cream, Gala Cone Ice Creams, Gala Stick Ice Creams, and Gala Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gala range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gala Ice Creams. Gala Gala Yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. Like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Number one, super enrolled teacher or semi.
Number one's for everyone on land
and on the sea.
Number one's for everyone.
No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on Buffalo. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name's Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones would follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, and Wallabies number 10, Tom Liner, has been cleared of concussion ahead of Saturday's second test against Argentina at Sydney Football Stadium.
Liner limped off the field with hamstring tightness and also failed a head injury assessment following the last gasp win in Townsville. He was replaced by veteran James O'Connor. Rugby Australia says Liner has since passed subsequent testing, but his hamstring will be monitored.
Matilda's superstar, Mary Fowler, is set to make history, becoming the first footballer and the first Australian brand ambassador to walk the catwalk at Paris Fashion Week.
Fowler, who is recovering from an ACL injury, will join the likes of Kendall Jenner and Jane Fonda. The L'Oreal fashion show will take place on September 29th.
Trukai Sports ends on that note. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Kai. True Kai, true inspiration through generations.
Auntie, I'm all I'm Danis. Also, Sekim Sol. Me play winning well hip hop dance championship. Now you winning one. Auntie, come to Goxi. You play what is that? It's fit Laura. Anything you pass there. Sparks. It's in me.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear, it seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
It's time to name our very first NRL team, PNG, and we need your help. Just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to register your details and enter your name. If your name is chosen, you'll see it here, and here. So to be part of PNG sporting history, just visit www.yourteamnamehere.co to enter your team name today. It's our country and our team, PNG.
More than the life we've known, there is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And now we take a look at the MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy, Popondetta, partly cloudy, mostly fine. To the Momase region, Ley City, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with possible brief afternoon and evening showers. Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible evening showers and thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with possible rain showers and thunderstorms. Buka, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medi, Taru and Wabeg, cloudy periods with afternoon and evening rain showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 9th of September, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m., Auseno, 7:30 p.m., Border Security, 8 p.m., Talk PC News Headlines, followed by Maclot's Daughter, 9 p.m., Royal Flying Doctor, 10 p.m., Grand Design Australia, 11 p.m., National MTV News Replay, and 12 a.m., One News.